my voice in it, so.
It's gonna be a good day.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Oh, you had to rejoin it. It stopped. The broadcast stopped for me. Yeah, you gotta reopen it, Colby.
Yeah, watch on your phone so you can play Madden challenges.
Yeah, what's your YouTube, Zinks?
It's either Nathaniel Zink.
Deadone.
It's either Nathaniel Zink or deadone2004's. Look up one of those.
Yeah. You can look up Nathaniel Zink too.
I actually couldn't even imagine having my ear in my username.
Oh, Twitch drop pack. Oh, we're opening packs in here.
Good pack opening.
Someone's really far behind.
I'm not gonna hear myself. That's bad. There we go.
I kind of want to get on the stream just so we look like we have more viewers, so we look better than we actually are.
Oh, we're in, boys.
I
We're in.
invited you, Zink.
Yeah, someone's really far behind. Oh, wait,
Hey.
yeah, I might be. I'm on the wrong stream.
I can't read the comment, just so you know. What the hell did you comment?
Zinky, did you redo the stream?
Yep.
Sure.
It stopped, yeah, so I had to redo it.
Alright, let's run it.
Okay. Horror sound is on?
It's not up.
It is up. Oh, I'm gonna watch my own stream.
We're gonna hear so much echoes.
Watch my own stream.
Oh, dude.
On my phone.
Nah, I only see one that says 15-minute video.
You gotta click on my
It's
profile.
on his YouTube profile, yeah.
Oh, okay, you're right.
Yeah, you right.
We'll see his top three. Let's see his Eric Dickerson, Russell Wilson. Oh, that's my top three.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, they can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Oh my
Mobile
God, this is
quarterbacks.
bad.
Remember for
This
the
is
longest
bad.
time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We
But
don't
you
want
have
you outside
Tyreek
of it at
Hill.
all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This is taken at the 3, and it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
He's turning cheap.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot
Oh,
right
yeah, he's
away.
gone.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Ravens. 62 yards.
Lost.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
I knew that was going to
He
happen.
gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got
I was going for the
run.
end zone. I was getting
You
greedy.
don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover.
I think I got behind him.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson being chased out left.
That was such a bad throw. That is so gay.
It's intercepted.
That is so gay.
By Justin Reed. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're open, otherwise, just don't do it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And he's taken down,
Thank
but
God
able
they're
to slip
nerfing him.
across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson.
The way you got that off.
He's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pick up on first down. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there.
He's
and a
too
first.
good.
Yeah, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who
As soon as I
tells me
get him
that
in
when
the
he sees
backfield,
plays
trash.
like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying,
and the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Big third down right
there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
To throw is Wilson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Terry. Oh, you got it. Oh, my God, that is short.
It is good.
Oh, my God.
To be in
That was
trouble
close.
the whole way, but it does get over the ball.
Oh, my God.
And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while.
Now a hit.
Oh, are you kidding me, dude?
And this is picked up by the defense.
He's so
And he's going to
stupid.
bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with.
Dude, that's one lucky play.
Wow.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Wilson buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack. Third and long, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Man open, it's Moss complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd,
there's nothing here, dude. Come on,
and
offensive
the play
line.
goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full
big
3
change for you
yards
guys,
there, and
but
it
I
also
can't do
brings
anything.
up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson eluding the pressure right.
Come on!
Can't find a receiver,
no one is
and he's brought
blocking!
down. Clay Matthews able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every
I
single
ran into
play.
him. I ran into him. That's okay.
You're dealing
Gonna
with
get
some of the best athletes on the
on.
planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward.
I did it on purpose
It's
so he
really
could go in the end zone.
task.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
Come on!
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Dude, this game is so bad. Look at this.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Should be done in the
gain
back.
of 13, it's a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now Wilson, flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it.
Get him, dude.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This one fielded at the 5, and he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs.
Right
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Let's get it together, team. Got it. Undercut. Spot.
They go play action now. Wilson sliding up. And he's
You're the worst right tackle
ever.
ever.
He goes. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So big.
As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. That's taken at around the 40. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Dickerson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left.
Right here.
Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
He wasn't ready.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 41, Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Flush to his right. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to take off. And it's a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. With a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Russell Wilson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Too Tall Jones showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Now it's Wilson. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Clay Matthews getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. He may try and run for this. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken short. And he'll take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson throwing again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it. This time doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is Clark, pulled in by Clark. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there 4 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing is Wilson. It's Hill, complete. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. He sets to fire. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back in at the 37-yard line. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. To throw on 3rd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
That's holding. That is hopefully going to hold him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. From 17 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we...
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Yeah!
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for two. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that two-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them.
If you don't have a bogus running back, it's a whole different story.
Had some pride, too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Hey, that was my first game of the day.
Yeah, that was mine too.
It was so fun just destroying him.
Yeah, it was actually quite a blast.
Someone taking a piss? The hell? I want to hear that. Dude, I don't want to hear that. Look at this, 93 right tackle, can't hold the block. It doesn't make any sense. '93 right tackle, 93 left tackle, can't hold the block.
93 all offensive linemen?
No.
Or 92s?
I have 92s and 93s.
I couldn't either. All my linemen are 88s and 87s.
Yeah, I didn't get any pressure at all.
Yeah, it's because you're bad.
Oh, that's because,
Really bad.
Are you watching a stream, you cheater?
Am I?
Yeah.
No, I'm not watching the stream.
And who's the third person watching it?
How the fuck would I watch your stream?
There's 3 people watching it.
Are you going on your stream right now?
I'm not watching it. It says there's 3 people watching it, and I want to know who it is.
I'm not watching it. Even if I would wanted to, like, there's no reason I would need to. Carson, you want Tally to get you one?
Yes.
Can you text her quick. Ask her.
No.
She might have already went, though. Because she said I was going 30 minutes ago.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes, because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the
pocket.
We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This is taken at the 3.
Oh my God!
They'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
It's not the plan I wanted, but...
It's like 45%. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Throwing on first down. Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt.
Keep her going. Keep her going. Let's go.
Down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive. This is
nice block, 73.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Are you flipping us?
Here's Wilson. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. There's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Zebra. Check four.
To throw again on second down. Wilson buying time to his left. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Randy Moss, 27 yards. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Quick, guys, 4 down. 280. 25.
Here's Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Bang out. Bam.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, Dickerson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Wilson, finding Taysom Hill complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first down, Dickerson. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Second down and goal. Wilson flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the twitch.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. Wilson on third down. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Now a first carry for their fullback. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Wilson now on first and 10, escaping the pressure right. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On third down, Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 14 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
It is Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third and long, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching on yardage against them.
Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
To throw is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Michael Strahan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the right hash here should be an easy one. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. A pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back
what did you say about
the
winning?
line. We that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On third down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Too Tall Jones with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Ed Oliver, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Wilson, they complete it to Hill. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He is going to find Hill here. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Aaron Donald with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Wilson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. On first down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson.
I think normally we would talk about...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. What's left? Jack! Alert.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
1 yard line.
Let's go! Griffin with a pick. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1 yard line.
1 yard line.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Wilson back into his end zone. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Hill on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. 61 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. Happier than.
And I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Watch the whip.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And that is incomplete. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
I don't know if I can, dude. I might have to get off. I have to go do some homework.
No way right now.
Dude, I have to do it. I have to do a history.
I don't care. We're playing this.
No.
Do tomorrow.
I had to do the other thing. Let's do it today. I haven't even started.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden.
Question mark?
With that, we say so long, everyone, from
play
Ford
tomorrow.
Field.
No, we're playing right now.
I can't. I have to eat dinner.
Nobody's that scared to play me.
I have to eat dinner and do homework. I have to do my chemistry. I have to do my chemistry and my history.
You're scared to play me right now.
No, I'm not. We can play tomorrow.
Okay, let's play right now then, if you're not scared.
I can't.
I already invited you.
My mom's making me get off.
She's not making you get off.
Yeah, she is.
I haven't heard her once.
Because my mic was on mute.
Play.
I have to get off. Well, I'll see you tomorrow because I gotta go.
You're really scared to play game 3.
I'm not. I have to do my homework. If I can get on, if I'm done by 8:30, I'll play.
No.
Alright then. I can't.
What's the difference between playing right now?
I have to go do something called homework. No, I'm not.
8:30's playing.
If I can get back on, I'll get back on, but
You're not gonna be able to get back on though because you're scared.
I'm not. I just beat you. How am I scared?
Game 3. You're scared to play game 3.
No, I'm not.
If you weren't, you'd play me right now.
I have to go do my homework.
Imagine using homework as an excuse to be scared to play me.
I have to do my homework because my mom said if I don't do my homework, the internet is getting shut off.
Homework in 20 minutes.
She said if I don't do my homework before dinner, the internet's getting shut off. That's what she said. I can't say that. She knows it's not done.
No way. You don't even. I guarantee your homework's gonna be done right now. It's just you're scared.
I had to do my history project. I had to do my chemistry lab.
Alright, go ahead, man. We both think damn well you're scared. It's fine.
I'm not scared, but alright, buddy. I'm not scared.
Go do your homework.
I will.
You're doing homework, right?
I'll send you a picture of my homework.
I don't really care.
Yeah, that's what I thought.